Raman once said, the essence of science is independent thinking, hard working, and not equipment. With that said, my co-host Sharika and I, GS Tarun, will be comparing the program, providing commentary and guiding you through an immersive experience. Join us as we learn about the wonders of science and celebrate its achievement.
Now, let's start with our program. First on the list, we have Archisha from class 9A who is going to deliver a speech about National Science Day.
Good morning to my dear teachers, friends, respected principal sir and the respected chief guest. Today I have come forward to deliver a speech about National Science Day. Do we all know what we are celebrating today? In memory of the infamous Raman effect by Sir C.V. Raman, every year on 28th February we celebrate National Science Day. Raman effect is the scattering of photons of matter. Sir C.V. Raman discovered this in 1928. Every year on this day, we celebrate Science Day to remember the achievements of our Indian scientists and the use of science in our day-to-day life. But these days, everywhere we see, all we observe is pollution, climate change, waste disposal, and many more. If we look back a few hundred years ago, the world was free of such dramatic problems. The reason being very transparent. There were no pollutants like petrol and diesel vehicles, industries, factories, etc., etc. We have complicated our simple lives in the name of development. Now the government has made the theme of 2024 sustainability. We might hear this word often, but do we know what it really means? Sustainability is a social goal for people to coexist on Earth over a long period of time. A sustainable future doesn't only mean to save the resources present at the moment for ourselves alone, but also for future generations to come. Trust me, they will thank you. If we continue to be irresponsible with the resources, who knows, maybe they won't be sufficient even for us. This theme focuses on areas like climate change, waste disposal, environmental degradation, and sustainable development. So what can we do on our end to put a full stop to these problems? Firstly, you can donate what you don't use, avoid wasting food and support local farmers, avoid wasting water, and the 3 R's, reduce, reuse, and recycle. We might think that sustainability in today's time might bring a colossal economic loss to the country. That's where the challenge lies. What's life without challenges anyway? So this Science Day, in memory of the legendary Sir C.V. Raman, who invented the Raman effect, let's all go back in time and give sustainability another chance. Thank you.
It's an complete speech. Thank you, Archisha. Next, we have M. Harini from class 9B who is here to deliver a speech on Sir C.V. Raman.
A marvelous and optimistic morning to one and all present here. I am Harini. The student of class 9B is here to give you some facts about the Raman effect. This effect is named after the Indian physicist, the great Sir Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman. This effect takes place when the light enters a molecule and it combines with the electron and this forms electromagnetic field around the molecule, leading to the deformation of frequency shifts. This effect takes place when the light enters the molecule. The electrons get excited into its virtual state. The spontaneous Raman effect takes place when these electrons are excited from the ground state level to the virtual state level and then to the relaxed electron state level. This effect is named after the great scientist Sir Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman. Thank you.
Wow, that was a well-detailed and informative speech about C.V. Raman. Thank you, Harini. Now, we have 90 students to perform an interesting experiment on smoke without fire and fake blood.
Today's science is tomorrow's technology. Morning. Myself Vidyashri and my friends Anushri, Sadyashri and Megha are here to lead you through today's science experiment program on the occasion of Science Day. So without any delay, let's start. Let's first call upon Anushri for doing smoke without fire experiment. Apparatus needed. Crystals of ammonium chloride. concentrated HCl, concentrated ammonia solution, sodium bicarbonate. Procedures. First, we have to add concentrated ammonia solution to the beaker. And add some HCl to it. Before adding HCl, you have to take many precautions so that your hands is safe. The sodium bicarbonate reacts with HCl to form CO2. The CO2 further pushes down the crystals of ammonia chloride to produce the smoke out of the beaker. Now let's have Omega for the equation of this experiment.
Formula of this experiment is NaHCO3 plus HCl gives us CO2. So the next experiment we are going to do is fake blood with Lezein's test. So the apparatus needed to do this Lezein's test is oxidized ferric chloride, FeCl3, and potassium thiocyanate, KCSN. So now we are going to take a test tube and we are going to add a partial of oxidized ferric chloride, FeCl3, and now we are going to dissolve it with water. So this Lezein's test is determining the nitrogen and sulfur present in a compound. So today we have taken oxidized ferric chloride and adding potassium thiocyanate to check whether the compound has nitrogen and sulfur. So now the ferric chloride had dissolved in H2O. Now we are going to add potassium thiocyanate, KCSN solution into the test tube. So now we can tell that we have gotten a blood-dead coloration. This blood-dead coloration is determining us that the compound ferric chloride has nitrogen and sulfur in it. So here we have done the ferric chloride and potassium thiocyanate, which is reacting to give sodium sulfocyanate. So now we call upon Sadyashri to tell the equation.
Formula of this equation is Na plus C plus N plus S, which gives NaCNS, 3 NaCNS plus FeCl3, which gives FeCNS thrice plus 3 NaCl.
I could hear you saying some more, but we have come to an end. So see you next on an extraordinary experiment program. Until that, shining off from students of 9D. Thank you.